There is a growing professional wrestling scene in Montreal. The events are popular, but the men and women who enter the ring still have to work day jobs during the week. Daniel J. Rowe has that story.
Well, yeah, so this is where I work.
During the day, Namita helps vulnerable people find home. But at night, Katrina Creed emerges and enters the ring.
There's something really weird about being able to do shows on weekends, having these high adrenaline events, and having honestly the time of your life, and then having to kind of switch gears and trudge to your day job.
Creed admits that going from her day job to rings here and overseas is intense.
And just having that dual reality is honestly weird. It's bizarre.
Her job and her passion require very different energies.
Wrestling is very intense as an industry, both physically and mentally, but then also my regular job, oftentimes we're dealing with people who are in really vulnerable situations.
Yes. Well, it's good.
From adrenaline and aggression to nurturing and compassion, Creed has one of the more extreme day-to-night transitions. She's not alone.
We've had a lot of interesting day jobs over the year.
Andrew Stott, or the Professor Shane Hawk, is co-director of the International Wrestling Syndicate. He is also a senior content creator for an international company during the day.
Sometimes people will say, how can you be cheered or booed by, hundreds of fans and then go to work on Monday? And it's because it's really not that big of a deal. It's work, right? It's the same thing that we do everywhere else.
It's just going back and forth between two different worlds that require so much of you. And for a while, and even now, it's kind of all I do.
Creed's coworker, Akira Buhena, says it's important to have an outlet.
Especially when you're dealing with a lot of pressures and we're dealing with people that are kind of affected by a lot of systemic issues going on. So it's important to have, especially if you're a frontline worker, it's important to have something to help you kind of alleviate the stress.
Because
if
you don't,
you can lose your mind.
That's partly why a wide printing tech jumps off the ropes.
A lot of trouble. Whoa!
A garbage truck driver gets slammed to the mat. And a social worker suplexes her opponent.
It is the greatest emotional release of my life. I'm so fortunate and grateful to have found something that honestly I feel just lights my life ablaze in the best of ways. And I just love it. I need it, I think, more than it needs me.
She needs to feel the joy of pain to deal with her stress. Daniel J. Rowe, CTV News.